just want another enemy. I'm not gonna change a thing for you. I'm over middle ground, and I really wanna burn it down. I'm not your friend, and I won't pretend I am. So don't reach out, and I mean that. I'm under siege, and I need you to see that. You're on one side, I'm on another, and we will wage war upon each other. I'm no angel, you're not either. I'm at a fever pitch, you're at a leisurely pace. I'm unscathed, I'm unafraid. A warm welcome to the war game. You're no ally of mine. Your life is a kind of lie, and I know that I won't change your mind. We have no common ground, and we're never gonna figure it out. So don't get friendly, get angry. I'll bury you down by the bar. So don't reach out, and I mean that. I'm under siege, and I need you to see that. You're on one side, I'm on another, and we will wage war upon each other. I'm no angel, you're not either. I'm at a fever pitch, you're at a leisurely pace. I'm unscathed, I'm unafraid. A warm welcome to the war game. A warm welcome to the war game. No pulse and all alone. Time's not kind and it won't let go. No thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black. It's the soul in me and the heart I have for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring me to life. Oh, you bring me to
Mogło. Nie było jeszcze. Albo tu już nie z tego użytkowana. A jak będzie tu stała, to już nie stopowałam.
Even though we burn from the light I bleed. Does she bring me FP.
Posso vivere, ciò, no.
Jarva on köztünk.
Jeszcze jeden.
Dobra, jest Alonso.
maps, the most open map in the league. The attacking team appears near the rocks at the bottom of the map, and the defending team starts at the top. Bases are located near the railway and on the green. The best way to control them is to use the lowland near the second base. The attacking team usually begins the attack from the rocks and the railway, but sometimes they can attack through the green. Teams often drag vehicles from flank to flank, so both teams usually pick light vehicles with a good camouflage rating, but sometimes use tanks with a strong turret and even SPGs.
Cool, so coming into the first round, we got DC versus PPF. DC running a double VZ, double Chief, Valor, Badger, and Bad Chat. And PFF running a QL, double triple Val, double Bat, and a CS. PFF taking the usual map control that people tend to take on offense here. DC playing heavy trackside. Interesting to see how much information Oscar can gather from this. He gets spotted there. He's taken a shot from Keiki. He's going to drop into low mid ground. He's lucky he doesn't take a shot for that, but he got the information that was required. So I'm guessing PFF have the information that DC have 3 tanks here behind tracks. And also they have the Chieftain up in A6. Or wherever it is, Val. In the meantime, I'm guessing this is a Bat Chat from PFF, is making headway towards the east. And as a result, we got the PFF boys rotating all the way around. I'd like to see Mac try and take a bit more information here, try and take some more map control here, because the more map control he takes, the less space these chieftains will be able to work off on defense. Oh my god, that logo is fucking massive. Fuck it, that'll do. So DC have played very passive here on the eastern side, and as a result, PFF had just been allowed to take full map control here along the eastern side. They'll be able to get into B cap for, well, effectively 1 tank's worth of HP as long as Zap doesn't mess his clip up here. I don't know if Zap is actually spotting anything, but he is going to probably die as soon as he fires here now. He has stayed there way too long. He started clipping now? No, he hasn't. He's just chilling. He's waiting for PFF to fully commit, and then he's going to just get the side shots in. PFF have kind of got the overmatch here. If they commit onto the Badger and kill the Badger, they can start putting cap pressure on. The Zap has now been spotted. He's moved forward. All of the guns from PFF should just turn and just take him out of the fight. Mediums from PFF, and I'm making, well, if they cross straight over middle, this will actually be a great play to help out their heavy tanks, but the heavy tanks also need to commit into the fight at the same time. If they do this successfully, it leaves these 2 heavy tanks from DC out of the fight. Oscar's going in, he's fired 1, hit lateral gets picked up by the Valor. They need to focus fire here, the Bat Chats. They need to mag dump at least 1 tank here and get it out before it gets his DPM out. There we go, Keiki also deleted here. Double Bat Chat now on reload. Mario just needs to play time here. The longer he stays alive is the longer his team have to farm Colonel and get him out. The main ground just needs to get himself back and take the high ground. Everyone else just needs to get to position to support. They've taken no high ground here with a heavy tank, so that actually leaves them quite vulnerable to a potential comeback. I think DC are just, they haven't taken the positioning really. They can't really do anything with this now. It's too late. Bat Chats of PFF will be reloaded. They just have easy side shots. Kappa. First round goes to PFF. Oh my god, I've been fucking muted this entire time. Oh my god. I can't be bothered to explain all that again. But basically, once PFF took this control, DC had two heavy tanks out of the fight. This guy waited too long, died for no reason. The chieftains, one needed to play low ground, one needed to play high to support the Badger, but also could have just committed to help the Badger more close quarters while the VZs helped from behind. But the fact that the VZ's only got one shot of damage each shows that they just were too slow for the situation. I don't really know how else to say it.
So guys, the two QL, you go directly on the road, approximately on the middle of the road together, the both QL. MK6, you go directly in 1-2, line 2, just wait for my spot.
Yep.
With light. Bad shot, one bad go here, and the CS you stay here. I will just spot at the start with the light.
Yeah.
And if I see if it's safe, the chief you can push. I also have one light too.
Right, we'll just stop here now, JP.
Yeah, no worries. I got spotted.
Who?
You got spotted.
K7. K7 button.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Well, I guess it's a
That's
light.
probably the light tank here.
There you go.
Okay. I spot one ES7 here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't show yourself, the chief, don't be spotted, the MK6. Don't be spot, don't speed spot.
We stopped. Yeah, just get into like a hold down position around where you are.
So if the bat was spotted, I guess it's a light. So I will see. For sure he's somewhere here or something like this.
We just knocked down a tree.
Okay.
I think he knocked down the tree.
Okay. The QL, come here. The MK6 start to rotate. You will come here. We will push Cape B. Push Cape. The Cape B we will push. So
Okay,
the
do you wanna come
CS.
back round?
Oh, on detect. Oh,
Ah, you got spot.
spotted by the IS.
Okay.
Spotted.
Don't wait the QL, because maybe you will be spotted right now.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Okay, the CS come. We will push the line. The bat come to the bat. We will push the line. We will push the line. Follow us on the QL.
Yeah.
For sure, I don't know if he's on the corner. I will check with the light. When we take the control, we will rotate with the bat and the chief.
Here as well.
Okay.
There he is
100.
there.
Okay.
Shot on him.
Chief.
Right.
Okay. The bat, come with me. We will rotate on the cap A.
Oof. Spotted.
Okay, look.
Ah,
One bat here.
Yeah, shot.
Yeah.
The chieftain, stay here, okay?
Yep.
One chief, stay here.
Oh.
We will try to kill this fucking bat. Okay, light is here. The CS you can come too. Huh? Okay. I mean,
all three.
maybe we can push this bat. Huh? I don't know where is the CS. Oh, wait. There are no CS. Okay, let's push the bat. YOLO the bat.
Okay.
Don't miss your shot, bro. We need to kill this bat fast. Okay, the light.
The light's coming behind you.
Yeah, just keep focusing one tank.
I will just chase this bat, no problem. He's one. Nice. Next light.
I think Valors are pushing us here.
Okay. The chief, go rotate on the heavy, go rotate.
Okay.
He's one.
Right,
One shot.
all heavies are here.
Yeah. Med, go rotate on the heavy right now. It's okay, we don't care if we don't kill the light, just we need to save the heavy.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Just do the most damage as possible.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Valor's one shot.
I will kill this Val. Maybe not.
There you go.
CS is tracking me every time.
I kill.
100 LT's one shot to your left.
I will kill this light.
Jesus, man, they're murdering us. Fucking hell.
Oh my god.
Oh, only a track.
Nice.
Jeez, that was horrible.
Light tank.
Hold on, you two just focus the heavies. Sap's got the light.
Oh my god, bro. I would like kill this fucking light, but come here.
Now I think the mediums just need to pull back at this point in time.
Right, man.
I track him. Oh my god, bro, this fucking light. Oh, fuck's sake.
Pebble, just fall back.
Try to rotate with the CS fast. You can. I mean, it's not lose. Oh my god. So, DC made the correct play here with the information they had. They took this control, which then forced PFF to rotate back towards the north. What the fuck is this shit? This is still on. Good. So they baited PFF into taking this control. They left the TQLs here. When they found the match isolated here, they made the play onto it, tried to kill it. It took a bit too long, but they did eventually end up killing it. The CS, SPAT, and T100. Their T100, the PFF T100 was just, I don't know. He was like fucking nutty as fuck. The dude was just driving around like a headless chicken and just not getting shot by anyone for some reason. And that was pretty much the main reason why DC have ended up throwing this game.
like, they played it pretty much perfectly, but the chieftain that was back here needed to really stay back here. If he had stayed back here, he would have been able to farm for days. Because he crossed over to try and support, I guess, with shooting the light tank that was driving like a headless chicken, he's ended up leaving the QLs kind of out to dry. And having two chieftains in this position strategically just has no benefit compared to having one over here. When the push came in, it was spotted extremely late. I'm not entirely sure how PFF did push. If they pushed through the low ground, then that would make sense. But if they pushed through the high ground, the comms from the QLs was just too late. They needed to make that a lot clearer sooner rather than later that they are getting pushed in that scenario. It was well played by DC, but I mean, in my opinion, PFF didn't deserve to win this round, but they still won the round. So coming into Miravanka, this is PFF's map pick. I mean, every team has played Miravanka. It is one of the main 7 competitive maps in the game, but with it being PFF's map pick, they should be extremely strong on it. So coming into this game, PFF are running triple CS, IS4, Kranwagen, Valor and Chieftain, and DC are running double Chief, Val, double IS7 and double Val. It's fairly meta lineup from both sides. I mean, PFF are running 2 semi-off meta tanks in the Kranwagen and IS4. Interesting to see what they're planning on doing. Looks like it's going to just be an A-cap rush. Try and catch DC out here. IS4 is going to play towards the middle, so this is proper old school strats here being thrown into play. So triple caps come on. Let's see how DC responds to this. They've got no one in the G1 position yet to be able to reset, and there's no one that's they're slowly making their way towards middle with the Chieftain and Batchat. But they need someone to be able to get a reset. It looks like Keiki's going to just be the sacrifice here to get the reset, because someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it. And there we go, one reset comes in, but they're going to have to get another one off here. There's no one else in a position to reset. Papa's over-peaked here. He's got himself punished. They need to just back themselves out of this now. They know they can get the resets. Colonel's got himself tracked out in the open here. Level's going to try and try and confirm on what CS is, but it's not really necessary here because his team has picked up the middle. They just need to try and play time, but they just don't have the HP to do that anymore. Still a very close game here. Both teams on equal HP. PFF have got 2 one-shots in this game. Level needs to just try and play a wide angle here to support. Zap just needs to not throw his tank away here. Oh, but come on. Lateral needs to get a reset. He doesn't get the reset. PFF win by cap. So when you are getting quick cap like this, you have 2 main ways to reset it. You either have to commit early into this position with a medium tank, which is able to reset this position, but obviously you can't do that forever in a medium tank, you will eventually just die. The main thing you can do is push in here and kill this, and you can get resets either side of this onto this, which is exactly what DC did. So hats off to them, they did actually play it correctly. But when they killed this, what was happening on the other side of the map was kind of just a complete misplay. So K was going for the resets and getting the resets, that was good. But you don't want to sacrifice every single tank you've got to reset. It should just be communicated between the team who is doing what in the scenario to make sure you're not throwing away more than you need to. So when K has gone forward to reset, you need 1 tank up here just to support, so that when these guys overpeak to try and trade the HP back onto this low guy, he can also punish to support. What you don't want to do is have all of your tanks in this corner, because that just leaves PFF in the situation where their only trade capability is to just full send over the top. When they full send over the top, they pretty much won the game. So the only way that DC would have been able to win in this scenario is to, well, firstly, a heavy tank should always be sent over here to go hold down, because it just stops most of the cap circle to the point where they can only cap at the very back. Secondly, they need to have 1 heavy tank around here just to stop these guys from over peaking on the top and from these guys backing up on top of the ridgeline, which they sometimes do when they panic. And they needed 1 heavy tank to maybe commit back under the hill behind here to get the resets on the back, or to just stay anchored at the back so that if these guys over push, they get permanently farmed by this guy. And they also need disc control. this control, as soon as you lose this control, and you have this, your opponents can push into this low ground and just turn the ridge against you. So even if you have just a light tank or something completely shit, it just completely stops a push into here. So coming into round 4, DC running Triple Chief, IS-7 double bat and a T100, PFF running Super Conch, triple Val, double bat and a CS. So PFF playing aggro style, PL style, and just full sending forest with one tank anchoring, 1-2 lane. All depends how much information Lateral gets here. If he gets no information, this is a completely fucked round for DC. He hasn't peaked the ridge line, and it is going to cost him and his team immense amounts of HP. Hulk should get punished here. He should have been spotted for that. Now, how does DC want to respond to this? They don't want to commit into the low ground. They've decided they're going to just turn the mid-ridge against them. So whoever this is from that Zap, he needs to go and try and take out the Super Conch. But he can't clip him by himself. He needs someone to put at least one shot into him before he can even think about trying to kill him. Level's going to go to try and support. They're just rotating everything away. Okay, this is fine. But they're going to leave JP out in no man's land here. He needs to try and get himself behind literally any form of cover right now, just to try and survive as long as possible. These bats, they just needed to commit and kill this guy and get him out of the fight as soon as possible. They've taken too long here, and it's going to probably cost them the ability to cap now. The Chieftains on DC, they need to peek the high ground here. What they're doing is just wasting their DPM right now when they could just be farming these heavy tanks, just crossing middle for free. Lateral's going to put some punish on Hulk, which is good play. Pebble needs to get out of the cap and start farming. He should come to like this position up here, and he will just have easy farms for days, and he'll also be able to support Lateral in the 1v1 against Hulk. There's no way they cap here, surely not. The Chieftains are going in to just literally to body block, but there's no way they have the time to cap here. PFF have now just drawn themselves into awful positions, but DC have also just put themselves into even worse positions by trying to body block the cap resets. It's all going to just come down to the brawl here. It's pretty much even Stevens, but the level is now going to start a reload, which leaves Pebble just out in the open. Zap is also on reload, I think. He needs to try and... If he can ram Mac... No, they're going to just play for the 2v4 in the end. So 3 of these tanks are 1 clippable, and Mario is 1 clippable on his own, as long as they get a bit lucky with a high roll. So if DC do play this correctly, they can actually win this game. So they're going to just try and work angles here, which is the correct thing to do. They know Mac is a one-shot, which means he's going to have to play like a passive push position if he's going to try and play through information. What I'd like to see is a bat just put himself into B cap while one of the bats is just in support, just ready to farm whoever comes to cross. Whether this is Zap, he's just playing for information in North at the moment, just to see how PFF are planning on defending this. My god, that plane is loud. So both teams playing very scared at the moment. I wish I knew how long was left on the game, so it would actually be more interesting, but hey ho. This is what I think's console. Oh, I don't like this play from Zap. This is just an unnecessary play at the moment, in my opinion. Because if he gets himself spotted and loses any HP at the moment, this could just be game losing. Like, if I was the caller, I would also be probably making this play, but it's just not worth the risk. Like, you need the information, but this is just not worth it. So it looks like he spotted something. If you can get a cheeky shot off here and just run away, it could be good. But I'm pretty sure PFF won't give him the opportunity here. Yeah, they know whereabouts he'll be from where they got spotted from. Oh, he does get 1 into Ed. Oh! Level manages to pick him up, but he does take 1 in return, but he's in the middle of the field. He needs to get himself safe. He does. Okay, so far, playing it perfectly. Zap needs to just chill now. Start a reload. Just keep the vision up. And Level needs to get his reload off and just get ready to also work angles with Zap here. So, yeah, as can be seen by the pings, they are completely aware of where PFF are. They have both the heavy tanks in F2, and they know they have a bat chat in this forest somewhere. With this information, they can outposition PFF. So Level's going to make the cross. This is a very risky cross, because if Mac was in a position to spot him here, he could have just been killed going in. He does get himself in for 3, I believe. He shouldn't have been spotted for that. I mean, in the meantime, Zap has actually somehow managed to find a way to clip out Bully. Oh no, the misplays. And Level's managed to outspot Mac. They've just left Mario in a 1v2 now. And there's just no way he can win this unless DC throw. Aww. Rest in peace, Mario. Oh. Maybe not, maybe not. Maybe he does just win this. Zap has closed a distance, which might be a misplay if Mario can close a distance and kill him before he gets his reload off. Because Level's also reloading right now. Mario's just, yeah. I mean, there's no winning it from here. Good clutch by DC. So basically, PFF played aggressive off the start. They took this map control, which is all well and good. Lateral in the light tank, he spotted way too late. Like, if he had just crossed the ridge, he would have spotted the CSs and stuff before they even got into the forest, which would have allowed his heavy tanks even more time to be able to either commit to a brawl here or to rotate out. Because he didn't really peek it properly, I don't think they got the information early, so all the heavy tanks were slowly trundling their way over here, and they didn't spot everything until it was, well, the heavy tanks were about here and the medium tanks were already here. If the medium tanks from PFF had just full committed through the low ground up to here, these Valors and Chieftains would have been farms leaving here. But hey-ho, that didn't happen. The rotation by DC to get out, all well and good. The Yes-Conk from PFF had to go forward to reset. There was no other option. Everything else was too far away, and in order to reset, they had to brawl with an IS-7. DC did the right thing to eventually push this guy. It took too long. The backchat should have just gone, hey, fuck it, I'll take some damage, but I can put cap pressure on earlier if I can kill this guy earlier. If they just killed this guy early and then put cap pressure on, this game would have been over in like 30 seconds. Because they didn't push early, it gave the PFF guys enough time to actually rotate through the middle, and instead of just farming as they came in, the Chieftains both rotated over to here, which is kind of a misplay. You always want to have like one guy here because it stops late game mediums from crossing into here. But if they had just farmed everything that was pushing on to this IS-7, they would have had like 5k damage each easily in this game. When they took this control and they saw that the heavy tanks were already up to here, there is no point in trying to kind of body block. Like, you know they're going to get resets. Unless they miss a shot, they're going to get the reset. So what you really want to do is just leave cap pressure with like a bat chat either side or something, and just spread for farms. Take the ridge line and just dominate them. You have the control of 1, 2, 3 line, and you basically should just win the game for free. But because they didn't, they made it a close game, and well, it was extremely well played, to be honest, by DC. I mean, PFF just played way too static in the 4v2. There wasn't really too much they would have been able to do given the situation. I mean, let's just try and recreate it. What they had that many tanks. So in this scenario, it was good that they got the Batchat out of this close position, because it enables him to spot down here, which he did eventually do. But when they know that this position was taken extremely late. Let's fuck the fucking thing out of the way. This position was taken extremely late. Before this position's even taken, one of the chieftains should have backed themselves out to about here, and this just frees up this Batchat to try and play a more aggressive passive bush, if that makes sense. To be able to outspot the Batchat of DC that's making plays in the south. This just keeps these guys safe from behind, and this guy can't over peek because he will be spotted by these guys and punished by this guy when it happens. What I was expecting to happen is to DC to put one bat on cap and potentially one bat down here behind this road in a bush, just to spot anything that tries to make the cross. That isn't what happened. Jesus. What a game, what a game.
Cliff, the most dynamic map in the league. Battles on Cliff always turn into desperate double-edged fights. Teams start from the same spots as they do in standard battles. The first base is located near the defender's spawn point, and the second is at the bottom of the hill. Sometimes teams split their forces and send several tanks through the 1-2 line to the left of the small hill, but usually both teams play at the centre. The attacking team can send one of the tanks up to the lighthouse or behind it. Fast and quick-firing vehicles are better suited for this map, mainly medium tanks, including tanks equipped with autoloaders.
Okay, so 3CS, line 1, directly, you take this line and you go on this side to prevent if someone go here. The chief, you stay behind, and machine and the last and the another chief, we go here.
Okay. I'll go
Good luck,
left.
guys.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, they're batch hats and CS probably going to do the same thing as we're doing, so
Yeah.
chieftain behind needs to watch out.
If they are doing the same thing with the machine, we will help you. So it's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Go directly on this guys, to prevent the guys here.
You want me to move as chief in J1?
Yeah, you can go closer. You can go closer. Okay, look.
CS.
CS.
Sorry.
Oh, bro. Oh my god, I have the heal. Let's go. I'm taking the heal with the machine.
Okey-dokey.
I'll soon be coming up.
So, just do crossfire, guys. It's okay. Just do crossfire and play the chief. You can
I think one of the CS is looking to go up the
That's where I'm
hill.
going.
Yeah, well, as long as we can get
you need to
shots
cover
into
the
him.
chief. You need to cover the chief, guys. Cover the chief. It's important. On the up. Okay.
Yep, good.
Yeah.
Right, let's see what we can do.
Oh my god.
That's CS is eager.
Be careful, by the way, I think the bat is here. Oh my god, yeah, the chief, be careful, huh? Here, you maybe you will die, huh?
Oh, I think I'm little lag there.
Yeah, bro.
Yay!
It was sure, bro. It was sure. The bat was here.
Sorry.
But it's okay, it's not
You
important.
want me to stay down here, or you want me to come off as well?
I wouldn't chance it. Yeah, there's an E4. Just
No.
looking.
Yeah.
I'm really scared, bro, to pick this E4. I could pick him, but oh my god, just fucking E4. I mean, with the CS, another CN try, he can go here, huh? So it's okay.
But IS7 trying to make his way up.
He's Emiract.
No, he's trying to get the shot.
He's fixed it.
One CS is tracked, elbow.
Okay. Level, hein, be careful, hein. Don't forget the bat is fucking here.
E4's tracked.
Yeah. Nice.
Hey, bro, he's looking at me.
Right,
behind.
The bat.
Bat and VZ. Two
He's one.
VZs.
Okay.
Oh, I've got rambled.
If one of the VZs is one shot.
Nice shot on that guy.
The ES7 is 2. You can win. We can win this battle, guys. They have lot of one. Just cover me.
Nice.
Okay, nice. GG.
VZ's
Be
trying to push across.
be careful. You have one bat is one on your side. One bat is one on your side. I will clip the E4.
Bat chat behind you, be careful.
I can't deal with the bat.
I kill the VZ.
Oh fuck, I missed
Chris.
that.
CS is one. Bat is one.
I come, hein. I come.
Oh no.
If you take the CS, then it's in the bag.
Hellfire.
Get this
Fuck you.
E4's gonna fire. Oh, you're.
I think the VZ's one as well, I think.
I kill him.
Right.
Yeah, nice.
GG.
Nice.
Well played, gents.
2 easy shots in the
Hey. I don't really know what to say for that game. I mean, DC played it pretty much perfectly. They could have potentially rotated a CS out to get... sorry, I'll just show. So what they could have done is potentially rotated one of the CSs out to take this position here. This would just also add an extra layer of crossfire for when this push came in from PFF. They would be able to also farm it as it comes over the top and around this side. Taking this control with a CS is god tier. Taking hill with the machine also just put PFF into an awful scenario. When this play came in from PFF, there was a possibility they could have actually won. I mean, the only thing that they could have really done to make this play even more likely to be successful is if they crossed a bat chat out wide to take this control, which would have stopped the machine from being able to peek over because he would have just been able to clip the machine. If he had done this and held the machine off, this play over the middle would have been a lot cleaner. But it's all very micromanagey stuff that not even most of the top teams would do in today's meta, to be honest. So Cliff is definitely a map I would expect DC to just go 2-0 against PFF. It's a map where if you
if you know what you're doing in the brawling scenario, you should just win. And I don't think PFF have enough brawling experience between them to be able to compete with DC. But then again, here we go. Let's see how it goes. DC come into the bowl with 3 CSs. One has stopped on the corner. Oh no, the communication's going to be going mad here. The PFF chieftains have all stopped. They've all panicked as well for some reason. Chieftain of Colonel should be farming here. They have full information here. They need to decide what they're doing. Oh no. They have to kill these CSs. They have to pen their shots and kill these CSs. And the CSs from DC need to play time here, which they are currently doing. Oh no. They're not penning their shots. They've left Mario alive way too long. And now they've just turned it into a mid-ridge fight versus bowl fight. Colonel's going to go in, but he's going to just get turned on eventually. This is a big throw by DC here. Shit, I need to change the score. I think that's the correct score. I don't know, I've completely lost count. So, this is the right page, right? Yep. So coming into this, when you've got the information that DC had, I think they overreacted to the information they got. I think they saw the 5 heavies, and they thought it was all 7 tanks. Because of the way that Zap and the other machine came around here, they came around like this. Completely unexpected, that the CSs to be here from PFF. If they had just pushed over the top and literally just gone face first into these CSs, with the chieftain here to clean up, these guys would have been dead instantly, which meant that they would be able to play off of the rocks to hold back this push. The chieftain of Colonel, let's see, because I don't think he got any punish on those chieftains pushing in. Okay, where the fuck did all this damage come from? Alright, maybe I'm just chatting shit. When the CSs came over, their job in this situation, they have to get these CSs out. Like, they have to do something with these CSs. But at the same time, they're rotation-based vehicles. They shouldn't be just pushing into here and just gang banging on top of this. When they do this, these guys just have fucking free reign on these guys for the rest of the game, because they will not be able to rotate out of here. If they want to rotate away from the fight, which is common sense, one guy needs to go towards here, and one guy needs to bring himself out towards here if possible, and the other guy can do whatever the fuck he wants, as long as he isn't just sat in the middle getting farmed. Even if he had come up to here and just played behind this ramp as a secondary middle hold, it would have been amazing, because it just stops these guys from crossing here and here for free. In this scenario, Colonel needs to try and get himself back into the fight somehow. If he knows how to do the climb, he can come back up here. If he doesn't, he wants to try and bring himself back towards here to try and get some shots into here to stop these guys from pushing around from the north. But you never really want to push into here. When you push into here, these guys can just turn around and you're dead instantly. If you push here, these guys can just double push you, you're dead here. So you want to back yourself out of here, in towards here, or up here. It's the little players on the cliff that decide who wins and who loses. Alright, let's play some Minesweeper while we're waiting. I'm fucking dog shit at Minesweeper. Fuck, I'm too tired for this. Okay, I'm way too fucking tired for this. Change of plan. What else do we do in the downtime? Looks like DC is still trying to find 2 players. PFF have their whole team. Let's see. Do I have a VOD of DC playing? I do. What maps did they play? Did they play Mines? Do we know how they're gonna play on Mines? No. Do I have a PFF VOD? No. Alright, well there goes that idea. That idea's out the window now. Let's try and guess what's going to happen on Mines. Right. So, PFF choose the map. So I think that means DC will be defending, because who doesn't choose to defend on Mines? Now, DC. How did DC play? Right, they're currently losing. They're in a loser's mindset. So they're going to play passive. They're going to play like this. Calling it now. I don't know, some bullshit like this. And PFF are going to do some triple CS shenanigans as per usual. Proper PL style. And it's going to be some weird stuff like this from PFF. So what we need to see from DC in this is they need to get the punish on the cross from both this and this. If they can get the punish on the cross and make one of these CSs crippled along the push, these guys will be able to play this a lot safer. That's where this game will be most likely won or lost, on this one-line punish. Oh shit. DC are attacking. I have absolutely no idea how DC are planning on playing attack. I don't know how Zap calls. He usually plays fairly rotation based, so I guess he's going to just go for like a generic hill push off the start and then just feel out what PFF are doing on the map. I'm just curious as to whether PFF will just full send the hill just to stop DC from trying to play the long game on them. If PFF take the hill off the start, then we definitely know that Rexio is playing for them. Because no one goes for a play like that in a playoffs game, other than Rexio. Now let's just do this.
Mines. A small summertime map with lots of hills, rocks and other cover. The teams start the battle in the usual locations, but the base locations are different. One is located in the bottom part of the village and the other one is in the water. One of the key objectives is the center hill. That's why the teams will often select fast vehicles and tanks with strong turrets for cover.
Coming into this series, I definitely thought DC were the favourites. What actually happened in this? Are they from the same... Oh, I can't see it anymore. I can't see the groups. It'd be interesting to see the group results, because I thought DC went undefeated in their group, but I might be wrong. And I'm not sure where PFF have come from, because they're actually playing a fairly good game, to be honest. I mean, they're playing full Polish, but they're playing full Polish very well. Like old school Jager. Alright. So... PFF running triple chieftain, double machine, double CS. DC running a 113, Valor, double IS7 and triple CS. Oh, PFF are going for hill early. Vexia must be playing for them. Holknick's going straight for the wide peak. He's going to get the early information on the one line cross. He puts 1 into lateral, 2 into lateral, number 3 into lateral, and number 4 into lateral. The focus from PFF is actually awful here. The fact that lateral doesn't die here is a joke. Or maybe I spoke too soon. No, I don't. Now DC need to make sure they cross at least one healthy CS all the way over to here. If they cross all the way over to here, then they can farm the guys that are actually still climbing hill. But they're not going to do that. They put the double IS7 into cap here, they put the cap pressure on. DC, please, someone go with that. Don't peek this, please. Please. Pebble, go over to lateral. Do it for me. Cap pressure's been put on. They're going to just over peak here because the CSs aren't in a proper position to be able to farm. 113 just needs to focus on the low ground here, stop over peaking for the high ground. They have the full information here. PFF guys will just overcommit this. As soon as they see the overcommitment, the IS7 is going to back out of this. They need to back out around the corner and play for as much time as possible. By sitting here, they're just making it easier to be farmed. Mario needs to go down here, the machine needs to go down. They need to start focus firing. Traded a Machine for 1 out of 7 so far. It's a good trade. Spank is now going to be the next focus. PFF are in a full crossfire here. Hulk is now pushing in to try and put pressure on it. So this might be the wrong way. Fuck! Fucking disgusting voice. Hulk has pushed in aggressive. He's got himself kind of caught down. If lateral overpeaks, he's kind of thrown that, really. He's thrown this scenario. If Hulk gets picked up here, it could still be winnable for DC. Colonel's low HP. Zap needs to get himself safe now. As long as he's here, he keeps these guys spotted, and the Chieftain or Valor is able to play off of him. He's just... Oh. They could have won this game. Come on, boys. I mean, we'll be able to look at the post-game stats and see exactly what went wrong here. I don't want to point fingers, but like, every single Miners game goes the exact same. There's always... Ugh. Anyway, GG's. PFF have actually won this series now. Right. Exactly what I'm gonna say. Wait, what the fuck? Pebble did 3k? Alright, fair enough. But, like, the fact that Lateral gets 2k here, while he was on one shot the entire game, shows how good the positioning was that Lateral picked. If he had one other tank with him, any one of these other CSs with him to farm, they would have easily won this game. Like, they needed to take the wide angle here. If they just went wide, this game was won. IS-7s, I mean, they were going to die no matter what, but they could have maybe survived that extra 5 seconds, which would have been an extra shot from a CS, a Chieftain, Valor, whatever, which could end up being costly in the late game. It is what it is, though. I mean, PFF just sent full sent for a brawl, and DC just weren't ready for it, really. But yeah, GG's. GG's to both sides.